In this video, I'm going to share with you how to start a coaching business from scratch. With the strategy I'm going to show you, you do not need a website, a business logo, and honestly, you don't even need a social media account to make this work. The strategy I'm going to share with you can help you get your first 5 to 10 online coaching clients in the next 4 to 6 weeks. To share with you the strategy, I'm going to go on my computer and we'll walk through it there. All right, so I've got it pulled up in front of me, and the strategy that we're going to be using here is called market research. It's one of the easiest ways to identify people in your existing network that want the services that you're about to create as an online coach. It's also going to give you really valuable data for content ideas, for things to include in your online coaching offer. Okay, so we're going to go over how to do this step by step so you know exactly what to do and implement this strategy. Because again, if you implement this, this can help you book your first 10 to 20 sales calls for your online coaching business. You don't need a social media account to do this, okay? But if you do have a social media account, this strategy can be 2 to 3 times more effective. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. So to conduct market research, we've got to get people onto a phone call where we can ask them questions about what they're experiencing, their goals, what they've tried, etc. So the first step in all of this is going to be sending a message to people that we think are going to be good fits for market research, okay? So that's going to be step 1. In here it says DM, as in send a direct message asking people if they're open to doing market research. Now, this can be done via text, it can be done via email, it could also be done via DMs. Now, what to include in this message, it should sound something like this. Hey Billy, it's Dr. Matt. I'm reaching out because I'm creating a coaching program in 2024 for busy dads that really want to level up their health this year. Now, to do that, I need to talk to more dads, and I know you're a dad, so would you be open to answering a couple questions for me? And in exchange, I'd love to offer you some free coaching. Okay, that's it. It's a very simple message. Okay, we're going to start with that. Now, the key to making this work is that you need to send this same message that I just shared with you over 100 times. Okay, you need to send to 100 plus people, because the more people that you can get this in front of, the more opportunities you're going to have to, 1, collect market research that will help you build your offer, and 2, these are also sales opportunities, right? Now, we'll get into more of the nitty gritty on the sales here in just a second. But before I do that, I want to stress on the importance of following up with people, because if you send that message one time saying, hey, I would love to hop on a call with you, there is a very high likelihood that no one's going to respond to that. Now, the key to this is to follow up. So a couple days later, I would shoot over a voice memo. Okay, so this first message you typically send would be a text. The second message I would send as a voice memo. Hey, what's going on? It's Dr. Matt. Just wanted to reach back out and see if you got my last message. If you can follow up, you will double the amount of market research calls, okay? Which will then help you double the amount of sales calls. But if you just send one message and forget about it, people get busy, okay? And if you're asking for some of their time and they're busy, they might just not get back to you. So follow up again and make it very personal. They don't want this to be a bot. If it feels like a bot or if it feels like a copy paste message, your responses are going to be a lot less. Okay, so we're going to send that message at least 100 times. Okay, go through your friends list, go through your phone numbers, go through followers on Instagram, etc. All those things that are all platforms. Now, if you don't have anybody who you want to serve in that group, then this strategy is not going to work. And in fact, I probably wouldn't recommend you starting with that offer for your first coaching offer. You want to start your first coaching business doing coaching to people that are in your network, because it's a lot easier to get your first 5 or 10 clients from those people than it is to create a brand new offer for people you don't know. Okay, so do not try to create an offer if you're not part of a network of people you can't serve. It's going to make your startup process so much harder. Okay, serve the people around you first. All right, so we're gonna do that. And from there, let's say we send 100 messages and we book 20 market research calls. Excellent, okay? On the market research calls, what we're gonna be asking these people is, what are your goals? Nice. How long have those been your goals? Okay, what have you tried before? Great. How does it feel to have this problem? Okay. Now, how would it feel to not have this problem? And there's a few other questions that I'd have my clients ask. Those are just some general questions. We're trying to learn really 2 things. 1, objectively, what is their goal? And then 2, subjectively, how do they want to feel after they have achieved that state? And even more importantly, how do they feel right now? Because people make decisions because they're trying to move away from one state to the next. So if they're in pain, they're trying to make a decision to get out of pain into the thing that they want, right? So we want to get an idea of their objective goals and subjectively how they feel about their current state and where they want to go. So all of this information, again, is going to help us with our marketing, sales, as well as offer creation, okay? Now, here's where we can transition to the sale. At the end of the call, it should be about a 30-minute call. You want to thank them for their time. Thank you so much for all your help. This has been really transformative. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you interested in this? Because I'm going to have this program done here in the next couple weeks. And if you are, I'd love to set up a second call where I can walk you through the offer and the program in more detail. And just be quiet, okay? Because this is the opportunity for them to say, yes, I am interested. I actually have been looking for help for a while. Let's schedule that. And from there, now we're back on my chart again, right? If that is the case, then great. We're going to schedule a sales call. And ideally, you'll schedule that within 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. Now, if they say no, be like, hey, awesome, no problem. I'd still love to offer you that free coaching that I mentioned in step 1. Okay. Remember from step 1, we said, hey, I would love to ask you a couple questions in exchange to give you some free coaching. So this is where give them the free coaching. They say, no, I don't want it. Great. Well, let's still schedule that free coaching call so I can give you more advice. Because the market research call is all around listening. It's not about coaching or teaching, okay? Now, if they say, yes, I'd love to learn about this, we're going to keep holding on to that free coaching, okay? It's going to come up in a second. You say, awesome, we'll schedule a second call, right? Then you schedule that within 1 to 2 weeks. And on that call is where you're going to pitch your offer. You're going to share with them how you can help them. You'll probably go a little bit deeper into setting more outcome goals in your sales call versus the market research call. The market research call is going to be more surface level, asking feelings, emotions, stuff like that. On the sales call, this is where you're going to want to create a plan. Great, this is where you're at, this is where you want to be. Here's the 3 to 5 steps I'm going to take you specifically through to get this outcome. Share that, then you'd share your price. I got more trainings on here on my YouTube channel on sales calls. That's not going to be included here. Okay, so on the sales call, right, there's 2 outcomes. Number 1 is they say, yes, I want to work with you. Okay, number 2 is they say no. Now, if they say yes, we still want to be in integrity because we DM them on market research saying, hey, I want to give you free coaching in exchange for answering my questions. So when you get to the sales call and it's your opportunity to pitch your offer, this is where you can say, hey, before I share my offer with you, I just want to say thank you so much for having that earlier call with me. It really gave me a lot of insight and information for me to build this program from. So what I'd love to do for you is I'd love to give you a discount of blank, or I'd love to give you some bonus months included in your program because you helped me out. So I want to help you out. Okay. So this is where oftentimes my clients will have like a beta price program, which could be 20 to 50% off for their first initial few clients. It helps them, 1, feel comfortable selling. And then 2, if they're not confident in the price of their offer yet, they need people to validate that, right? They can get some more case studies, testimonials, etc. So that's what you can do here, right? So you're still staying in integrity with what got you at that call in the first place. Really important. I don't want to bait and switch, right? And if they say, yes, let's do it, great. Sign them up and start coaching them. I do not encourage you to do the free coaching call before the sales call, okay? I've seen people try this and it definitely dilutes your ability to help that person. Because if they're going to come in and come to a free coaching call and they're going to take all the stuff that you gave them for free, they're not going to value it because you gave it to them for free. So do not do that. A free coaching is going to come as a bonus, or if they do not want your offer, then you give them the free coaching call. Okay, so again, sales call, no. Awesome. Well, thanks. Let's still schedule that free coaching call that I talked about earlier, because I'd still really love to help you. That's it. If you put 100 people here, let's say 100 people DM'd market research, you got 20 market research calls, which led you to 10 sales calls. If you sell half of them, that's 5 new clients, okay? 5 new clients out of 100 messages. You probably need to send a little bit more, okay, to be honest, but that just kind of gives you the breakdown of what it should look like as you continue on, okay? So this is one of the easiest ways to get started. Now, once you've done this, you do need to start having a social media strategy, right? And once you have that dialed in, you're gonna wanna look at a paid traffic strategy so that you can start to get new eyeballs on you every single day. And that's gonna allow you to scale, okay? But to get started, this is one of the fastest and most efficient ways to do this. And if you want help with any of this, one, just like the startup, but then also scaling, ads, keeping things organized, systems, that's what my team does, okay? So if any of that interests you at all, there'll be an opportunity below to book a call with my team and we can talk to you more about what we do, okay? So that's all I got for today. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you next time.